the nest for another battle of the birds. The Humber Hawks, they welcome in the Fanshawe Falcons in what should be another fantastic showdown. Zach Benoit alongside my broadcast partner, Andrew Milani. Andrew, it's been a red-hot start for the Humber Hawks. They're 8-0 coming into this one. Fanshawe 3-5, but it should be interesting to see how this one goes.
Yeah, obviously, like you said, Humber off to a great start this season, only dropping one set in this very early season, but obviously they're on a roll, and it should be a great one here against a Fanshawe team that did get in the way of that Humber dynasty a few years ago in those pre-COVID championships.
We'll dive into more of the players just after this. Right now, we're going to throw it over to our PA announcer for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
At this time, we would ask you to please stand up if you're able and remove your hands for the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your officials for the game. The first referee, Brad Graham. Second referee, Les Siolik. And the line judges are Alexis Chang and Payman Sagat Farosh. It's time to welcome your starting lineups for both the teams. Firstly is the Fanshawe Falcons. Leading off is a 5'11" outside hitter from Dorchester, number 1, Grace McLean. A 5'11" playing middle from Dorchester is number 8, Jamie Worsfold. A 5'9" setter from Regina is number 13, Ali Taylor. A 5'8" outside hitter from London is number 16, Dana Sloan. A 6'1" from outside hitter from London is number 17, Ari Peak. And a 6-foot playing middle from London is number 19, Jillian Lancaster. The libero for the game is a 5'8" from Kitchener, number 3, Charlie Akehurst. The head coach for the Fanshawe Falcons is Sean Pello. All right, Hawks Nation, please welcome the starting lineups put together by a head coach, Chris Wilkins. Leading off is a 5'10" setter from Vancouver, British Columbia, number 2, Kennedy Williscroft. A 5'9" playing left side from Sturgeon Falls is number 4, Caitlin LaBelle. A 5'11", playing right side, is from Toronto, number 10, Hannah Manners. A 6'1", playing outside, from Sault Ste. Marie, number 11, Avery Bodner. A 6 foot playing middle from Puslinch, Ontario, number 15, Rachel Odell. And a 6'4" playing middle from Ajax, Ontario, number 18, Amanda Larson. The Liberators won the game. Firstly is a 5'8" from Oakville, Ontario, number 8, Reese Cholette. And a 5'9" from Muncie, Ontario, number 13, Jindize White Eye.
Well, there you have it. Starting lineups done for both teams, and we're ready to dive on into this one. Partner, there's a couple players that I kind of want to highlight on this Humber Hawks side, and the first one that jumps out is the reigning Rookie of the Year, Rachel Odell. We haven't seen her play in the Hawks net yet. I believe it was an injury she was nursing early on this season. We don't really know what it was, but you know, she's back on the court now, and it's going to be very interesting to see because Humber, they brought in a lot of transfer players, but when her name was on the transfer portal and Humber picked her up, that's a big ad, the reigning Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, bring her in from Conestoga. Obviously a huge ad for Humber, where obviously there's a great core here, but if you can't bring in those transfers from OUA or from the OCAA, obviously a huge ad, and Humber, I guess the rich get richer. We get to see that on full display here today. Looking forward to it.
And it will be Fanshawe serving first. Allie Taylor with the serve, and a good return. Quick one in the middle. Larson just couldn't get a good swing, just tipped it over. Now Fanshawe gonna get a free swing. McLean on the far side. Good dig by White Eye. Backcourt hit from LaBelle goes straight into the net, so Fanshawe opened things up with the first point of the game and wanted to look back to last season. Humber, again, they were on top 18-0 regular season. Fanshawe, they were towards the bottom 4-14, but the start they've had this year, they're sitting around the middle of the pack, 3-5.
Yeah, sitting just under 500. Way better to the start than they had last season. Could be the return there for
big
this
swing.
program. Yeah, they're in Humber, or Fanshawe, I should say, back-to-back opening points here before the unforced error, and then really working for it there. All of a sudden up by 2 early on here at the Hawks Nest.
And that's a massive display at the net right there by Fanshawe. The block on a power swinger in Hannah Manners. Taylor, another serve over. The dig is good. Williscroft goes back to Manners, the block, the dive, and it's back over the net. Great dig by Taylor. Williscroft, quick one to Larson, and Amanda Larson gets the kill and the first point for the Hawks.
Yeah, good job there by Fanshawe to get up there and make a run at that ball there, but kind of just got hung up at the net, and Humber's finally on the board.
Larson will go to the line to serve. Amanda Larson, a player that's sitting in second, averaging 0.95 blocks per set. The back set to McLean goes through. Bodner is able to get it up, and Williscroft puts it over. Back set, McLean diving is Bodner, and nobody's there for the second hit, so another point going the way of the Falcons.
Yeah, Humber seems to be having a little bit of trouble getting set here early on. We've seen a few missed hits. Sometimes they've got it, you know, to get over the net, but a few times here we've seen some of the unforced errors here early on.
And the player to watch for the Falcons, it's the lady at the line right now, and Grace McLean. Joust at the net, won by the Falcons again, and they're coming out red hot here in this first set.
Yeah, super hot here early on in this match, and you gotta wonder if this roll keeps continuing for Fanshawe, if Coach Wilkins is gonna reach in his pocket for that first time out here sooner rather than later, or if it's just gonna be a matter of letting his players play out of it.
McLean, the serve over, it's a good one. Williscroft going back set to Bodner, that's a short hit. Taylor setting a peak, she hits it and gets the kill. Ari Peak.
Everything continuing to come up Fanshawe here.
It's a lethal duo, 1 and 17. They lead the team McLean in there with 67 kills, and Peak right behind her with 63. These are the two big hitters for the side of Fanshawe. Good first ball, going out wide to Manners, hammers it down in the back, and they're gonna say the Falcons were on the net. So Humber, they get the point back, and they can try to get some momentum going as they have probably their best server going to the line, or second best, I should say, in Kennedy Williscroft, who has 11 service aces on the year.
Yeah, she's been money from the line this season.
Oh, maybe the caster curse coming out right there.
I'll take responsibility for that
that's
one.
our bad there, Kennedy. Sorry about that one.
Either way, they put that Fanshawe run to an end and give a point right back to them. So you got to find a way to get a point back here quickly.
Jamie Worsfold with the serve over. The dig in the back is good. Bodner gonna go up to swing. It gets it down, and diving was McLean, but couldn't get the ball high enough for a second hit. So Humber, they get another point right back. And now their best server, Hannah Manners, comes up. Take this in, 24 service aces on the year. I believe she had 10 in one game. Fanshawe, they're just gonna get over free ball here for the Hawks. And never mind, it's gonna tail on out. That's a smart play by White Eye and LaBelle just to watch that one go down out of play.
Yeah, always a little bit of a risky play when you let the ball go out, but that one looked way out from out here, so smart play.
Manners, the serve over, it's a good one. Taylor puts it up, the hit over, and White Eye gets her hands to it but can't get enough of it, so Fanshawe get more points. Back up again now, 7-4.
Yeah, White Eye's got to do a better job corralling that ball there. Really, let that one get out of the way. It looked like a playable ball too. We got Ari Peak on the line.
LaBelle gets the first ball. Williscroft running towards it. Manners just going to hit it over. Free ball here for Fanshawe. Taylor going out wide. The swing off the hands. Diving in the back is Williscroft. White Eye puts it up. LaBelle punches it over, but the block comes through for the Falcons.
Yeah, just a little poke up there at the service line, putting it right to an empty spot. And there's that first Humber timeout, down 4 points. Jillian themselves in a little bit of a hole.
Didn't mean to cut you off there, partner, but Jillian Lancaster was the one that just went up and got that block. She has now 10 on the season, leading the way for the Falcons. And what is this momentum coming through for Fanshawe? I mentioned at the start of the game, you know, last year was not their year. 4-14 record. They've almost, you know, equaled that total in what, 8 games, 7 games that they've played, and you can kind of tell this program over there in Fanshawe, it's changed a little bit over the year.
Yeah, it has really. It's like last year, a little bit of a rebuilding season now. Look up and down the roster, a lot more second, third, fourth, fifth-year players. Still a lot of first-year players on that team, but definitely more of a veteran presence, which is definitely a big help in the OCAA. But going back to Humber here, like a lot of these points against them here have been like just some unforced errors. Definitely some things that you can clean up. We haven't seen anything spectacular from the Fanshawe side. I mean, we've seen some kills going around there, but for the most part, it's been some mental errors, some unforced errors on the side of Humber, why we see them down here right now early on.
Yeah, and the Hawks, they can definitely get the points on the board. We've seen them do it so many times over the years. And Ari Peak will go to the line here to serve. LaBelle keeps it in. Williscroft gets there. It's going to go right back to LaBelle, hits it across the net. There's a lot of contact on the net, but no call. And the tip over. Humber, they wanted that call. You can see head coach Chris Wilkins talking with one of the judges. But the net, it was shaking. We could see it from here, partner. Me and you both got glasses, so we could see it like that.
But still, I mean, at the same time, you can't just let that ball play dead just because you think there should be a penalty. You got to play that ball to the end until that whistle's blown. Exactly,
that's the key rule in all sports. Play until the whistle goes. The cross-court hit, Jillian Lancaster again.
Lancaster, maybe the best kill we've seen all day so far. Going cross-court right in that back corner. Perfectly placed there.
That might be my favorite kind of approach, is just when you're able to turn on a dime, you know, and just hit it cross-court like that. It's just impressive every single time. Peak, the serve over, and it sails out of play. White Eye wisely lets it go.
Big break there for the Humber Hawks, back on the service line. And I'll put Rachel Liddell, the reigning Rookie of the Year that we mentioned before, her first chance.
Yeah, and this is a player that I was excited to see because the stats she put up last year for Conestoga were very impressive.
Great serve, too.
Yeah, beautiful serve to the back line. They're going to send it out wide. Blocked there. Diving is Taylor. She gets there. It's going to be a free ball here for the Hawks. Williscroft Going to Bodner. She goes off the hands. Players colliding. McLean is able to get it. Taylor diving. It's out, and Fanshawe, out of all of those plays, are somehow able to keep it alive and get the point.
Great rally there. Both sides obviously really want that point. Saw some players colliding into each other. But at the end of the day, Fanshawe, another point here, up by 6 now. Humber's got to watch out.
Allie Taylor is having herself a game so far. The Regina, Saskatchewan native. Zakari tips it over a peak, trying to dive to it, but she can't get to it.
And a great job there by Zakari. Find that bit of an empty space there on the Fanshawe side. Peak made a great effort to come and get it, but just out of reach.
Lexi Zakari in very limited action. She is showing that she can be a threat off the bench. Bodner with the serve. That's a beautiful serve, but a good dig by the libero. Go to Lancaster, tries the same kill there, but they're set up this time. Quick one to Larson. It's kept up. Willis Croft to Zakari, off some hands, diving in the back. Can they keep it alive? And no. Fanshawe, they have the never say never mindset right now. They are diving for everything, and that's what's kept them in the lead so far.
Yeah, a couple of big plays there to dive for some balls there, but that last hit looked like a couple players kind of backed away from it, thinking the other one would get, and they just let it fall for the point.
Sailing over the back line is the serve from Bodner. As the point goes right on back to the Falcons. Fanshawe, they started the season with a win over Conestoga, then they dropped 5 straight, and they're on a 2-game win streak now, so looking to continue to turn their season around. Manners puts it up, Zakari hits it over. Taylor going to the backside, blocked and out of play. Jamie Worsfold just hammered that one home, but it got blocked off the hands and just soared out of bounds.
Yeah, nice strong hit there. It was too hard to corral there for the Humber front line and went right there into the scorer's table. Humber needs a point here, quick.
Lancaster, her serve flying to the back line, and that's going to be a service ace. How about the start for Jillian Lancaster?
No, she's been unbelievable here so far for the Fanshawe Falcons, no doubt.
And you got to think, coming into the Hawks, as you see the Hawks have only dropped 1 set on the year. Another service ace for Lancaster, but back to my point, Humber set count 24-1. When you're an opposing team coming into the Hawks, that's your momentum. You just want to take another set off of the Hawks, and Fanshawe, they have come in here red hot to start set number 1. Diving is White Eye, keeps it up. Willis Croft sends it over to Zakari's cross-court hit, and it's put up in the back. Taylor going wide to McLean, hammers in the back off the hands of Bodner. Manners puts it up. Zakari tries to get over the net, but it won't go. Grace McLean hammered that one home, and they are still leading 16-7. And when was the last time we saw this? Humber taking 2 timeouts in the first set.
I could not tell you, partner. It's definitely been a long time, but gotta give it a lot of credit here to Fanshawe. They have all cylinders kind of on full steam here. Team is playing well. They've looked ultra prepared here. Humber, I don't know, something just looks a little bit off with them right now. It's whether it's just kind of having trouble settling into the game, but they got to find a way to do it here quick. Just a bunch of mental mistakes. A lot of this can be cut out. That's a good thing from my point of view.
Fanshawe head coach Shane Pello is enjoying the start that his team's having. You see on the screen right there, Humber head coach Chris Wilkins in his 23rd season. Just trying to, rally the troops here. We know how talented this Humber Hawks team is. We talk about it day and night of how deep they are with talent. It's just now, you're getting tested here. Fanshawe, they've come into your house. They're stepping on your toes a little bit. How are you going to respond? And you can see the Falcons, they're all calm, cool, and collective. Everybody listening to what head coach Pello is saying. But they've come in here with a plan. They're attacking, and that's exactly what you got to do. Because Humber, they're a team at the top. They're a team that every team wants to beat. They want to kind of knock off that pedestal a little bit. So my question is, how will the Hawks respond here? We've seen them rally back. We've seen them have some long rallies already this season, but it has to start here.
They
First
need a
ball.
rally right now.
Willis Croft just tips it over. Couldn't get a clean play. Diving in the middle is White Eye. Kept up by Willis Croft. It's going to be hit back over by White Eye. Free play here for Fanshawe. Sending out wide to McLean. Blocked out of play. Another point for the Falcons.
And Fanshawe keeps it going out of that timeout like nothing ever happened. And Humber, like we said, they need a roll here. They can't afford to trade points. They need to go on a run of 6-7 points like right now. Otherwise, they can kiss this first set goodbye.
The hit over, and it's out of play, so that's a gift right there. Humber, I don't remember the last time I've seen they were down double digits just before that point came across, down 17-8. And you have Lexi Zakari serving at the line. She has 2 service aces on the year. That's one over, the dig in the back. Taylor backsets to peak over the long arms of Larson. Tipped, and what a block again, solo by Grace McLean.
Yeah, and I think there, Reese Cholette tried to catch the Fanshawe defense off guard there, but they were ready for that one right away. It might have been better for her to just set up one of her teammates there for a kill attempt. It's got to be frustrating here for Humber early on. Once again, down double digits.
Can't get set up, push to the net. Larson just tips it over. She has the length to do that. Free ball for the side of the Hawks. Willis-Croft back sets to Larson. Hits it over to the back line. Fanshaw's there. Taylor, quick one in the middle for Worsfold. Can't find it. Going out wide to McLean. Blocked down. Tried to keep up, but they can't get it. Humber, they get a big point right there.
There we go. Finally, Humber getting some players where they want to in their spots right away. Fanshawe, you see from their side, feet moving all the time. They know where they want to go. Humber, looks like they've been having their feet a little bit planted, a little bit slower where they want to get to, but could this be the time where we see things start to change a little bit?
It's gonna be a free ball for the Hawks. Larson to Willis-Croft to Odell, trying to find it, but it gets blocked, put back up. Larson back sets it, hit down the line. Do they find it? Yes, they do. No, they don't. Thought the ref signaled that they got it, but no. That was a down the line shot right there for the Hawks by Sydney Keeler. McLean back to the line to serve. By far, the best player on this Fanshawe Falcons team, Grace McLean, has appeared in all 8 games so far this year. Diving in the back is Zakari. They're gonna set up Keeler again. She's swinging, it gets blocked off the net.
Wow.
20-9.
Rough start here for the Hawks.
Not sure the last time we've seen Humber down at this type of deficit. The hit over, Zakari to the net, Willis-Croft quick one and put down, and Rachel Odell gets her first kill as a Humber Hawk.
A nice little quick kill there by Rachel Odell, and that's the plays that they're gonna need to come back into this one. And if nothing else, you just want them to finish up this set here strong to look good going into the next one.
Willis-Croft, the serve over, it's good. The first ball to Taylor is even better. Peak, hitting down the line and can't find the line. So Humber, they get 2 points. And this is where you want to see a 4 to 5 point kind of rally by the Hawks. We've seen them pull it out before. Now, this is the time you gotta execute.
Yeah, definitely you'll take that point, but you gotta build on it.
Willis-Croft, another serve over. McLean, first ball. Going to the far side for Sloan. She tips it and nobody's there. The block was there, but she tips it just to the side and nobody's covering. So a point for Fanshawe, who closes in now. 21, they just need 4 to close out set number 1.
Yeah, great presence of mind there to find that open spot there right in front of the net.
Worsfold hits it over. Keeler, the good first ball. Odell, and just a little bit out of sync with Willis-Croft. She went up and it was just out of her reach.
Yeah, another one of these unfortunate errors here for the Humber Hawks. Just seems to be snowballing early on, and Fanshawe starting to feel it. Dana Sloan on Fanshawe let out a big let's go after that point.
Hit down, Keeler to Willis-Croft. She gets it to the front of the net. Bodner is going to go up swinging, hits it to the back. McLean gets there. Taylor back sets to Peak through the hill. Can't find it, tipped at the net and unable again. And just, like you said, partner, unforced errors have been the story of this first set for the Hawks. And another one right there, 23-11.
Yeah, and this set looks like it's pretty much out of reach by now, and Humber just want to finish up here strong, gain some momentum to go into the second set.
Humber would need a magical run here to capture set number 1 and keep their unbelievable set record up. Willis-Croft to Bodner, who just hits it over cross court. Worsfold is there, back sets it to Peak, hammers it off the net. They're just gonna get it over. White Eye to Willis-Croft, to Odell, blocked and down. Rachel Odell finds the kill.
Rachel Odell gains some momentum here early on, a couple big kills, and a big play for her after that last missed shot. She's definitely gonna be happy to have that.
Keeler going to the line here to serve, and, well, Hawks need a miracle if they want to take set 1 here. Keeler, hits it off the net. So it's going to be set point here for Fanshawe.
I still can't believe Humber's down by 12 early on here. This is not the Humber Hawks team we've seen here early on. We know what they're capable of, and this is definitely not it.
We're going to have to pull up the record books to see when the last time the Hawks have had a deficit this large. You know, they've lost sets, but it hasn't been, you know, by 10 plus.
No, this is something else. There's just been a lot of mental errors here, a lot of unforced errors. The timing, something is just a little off right now.
Serve over, it's a good one. Keeler gets there first. Bodner sets it up for Zakari, and it goes into the net, and that's how set one ends, and that is a statement set for the Fanshawe Falcons. They take it 25-12 against the undefeated, ranked #1 OCAA team in the Humber Hawks.
Yeah, just an unbelievable start here for the Fanshawe Falcons as each team changes benches here, but I mean, no slight at Fanshawe, but Humber, like they just did not have a very great set there. And Fanshawe, to their credit though, they were at their spots, they got some serves, they had some great heads-up plays, but I think overall the story is how Humber underperformed in that first set.
It's going to be very interesting to see how head coach Chris Wilkins draws up the next set, but you can kind of see the Humber players not too worried about it. They know how good they are. You can see one of the coaches saying, wipe your hands of it, put it behind you. Don't worry about it.
Throw
they know
that set in the trash.
Exactly, you know, forget about that set. It's only the second one we've lost all season long.
Take the positives with the negatives,
exactly.
Right? These girls, these ladies, they know what they're capable of. And that first set, that definitely was not it. So that's the positive I'm going to take from that first set. We know what these ladies can do. It looked a little sloppy there in that first set. Just cut that out quickly, and this game is still well within reach.
Yeah, partner, you can see me. I'm anxiously kind of just looking back at Humber and seeing when the last time they dropped a set with that magnitude. All of last year, I don't believe they did. Yeah, in the regular season, that's the, wow. That might be the first time in my 4 years of being here, I've seen, you know, a set that drastically divided. Again, you know, you got to credit Fanshawe for coming out with a plan. They had an idea of an attack. They knew what they wanted to do and how to target. They did just that. They executed on all fours.
Yeah, they've been picking off some of Humber's weaknesses there in that first set. A lot of empty spots they've just been kind of getting at to first, you know, whether it's been at the net or kind of in the middle of the court, that little dead zone there. They've been there, and Humber just has not had an answer here so far, but still a lot of volleyball left to be played. I think this one could change if Humber gets their act together in a hurry. I think we'll know pretty quickly in this second set whether or not it's going to be more of the same or if Humber is back on their best foot.
It'll be very interesting to see, and a player we haven't seen yet is somebody that's been very dominant for the Humber Hawks, Amy Connolly. She was on the bench to start that set, and she has 54 kills. That leads the team. She's the best, you know, finisher, I guess you'd say, for the Humber Hawks, and when she's able to get the kills. And look at this is a great shot of head coach Chris Wilkins.
Yeah, I mean, her with Hannah Manners have kind of been the 1-2 punch for Humber early on in the season. They really haven't been able to get going much there in that first set. I wonder if Connolly gets back into this set. We see a little bit of that as a little bit of a wake-up call, a little bit of a spark plug for this Humber side to really jump on Fanshawe here in the second set. Almost ready to go here, just a few seconds left before we tip off, before we get ready for the serve, I should say.
Yeah, partner, so looking back at the numbers, that I think, I would have to double check, that is the first double-digit set loss the Hawks have had since the 2021-2022 season. Haven't finished looking through it yet, but that just kind of shows you how, you know, mind-boggling it was to see that set unfold as LaBelle has the first serve, and right there you get the first point and get some momentum right back on your side.
Yeah, get that monkey off your back right away, as it were. As we saw Fanshawe got on a little bit of a roll early on in that first set. Can Humber flip the script?
The hit over, it's a good one. Taylor going across to McLean. She tries to tip it, Williscroft blocks it. Fanshawe keep it up, McLean gonna hit it again. There's LaBelle. Williscroft, quick one to Larson, he tips it over. Diving is Taylor to make the play. McLean hits it, kept up by Connolly. Over to Manners, she's swinging hard, going across, the dig is there. Taylor tries to tip it over, and Fanshawe come away with it with some massive heroics.
Big point there for Fanshawe off that great rally, but Humber looking a lot calmer here in this second set, or more like already early on. A lot less, I should say, they're just getting to their points early and often, you know, not looking as scrambled as they were in that first set. Looking a lot more calm here early on.
Cholette on the court now. Over to Manners, who hammers it. It gets blocked, punched in the air. Cholette gets underneath it. Manners is going to swing again, tipping it this time. Diving is the libero for Fanshawe. Going to peek. She tries to get it, and it gets blocked. Manners and Larson.
Manners and Larson right there for that big block. And they're in plenty of time. And like I said before, getting set early makes all the difference in the world for these Humber Hawks.
Hit over, and there's the service ace. Amanda Larson finds it.
Great serve there, just over the tape of that net. It's a little bit of a line drive there, and unfortunately the libero couldn't corral that one for Fanshawe.
Hit over again, put up, Taylor's there. Quick set to the middle, Worsfold gets blocked, and the big arms coming through here for the Hawks.
Yeah, Worsford was there for the hit, but that front block for Humber, once again, all over Fanshawe here. And now Humber flipping the script. They're on top by 3 early on.
Hit over, and it's out of play. LaBelle, her run comes to an end. But Humber up on top, 4-2 here.
Yeah, it's the kind of give and take there of going for the service aces at the line. You're going to miss a few.
McLean, serve over. Manners gets there for the first ball. Williscroft goes right back to Manners. It's a 1-2 punch. Manners gets the kill.
Manners, her first kill of the game. We're waiting for that one. A nice, powerful one from that left side.
At the line, Williscroft, the serve. McLean gets there, first ball. Going out wide to Peak, who's hitting across court. Williscroft goes in the air to get it. Cholette setting up Connolly. Amy Connolly.
Great job there. My favorite move there for volleyball, the cross-court hit. That got Fanshawe completely off guard there. Humber starting to build momentum here in the second set. Great to see.
Hit over again, good first ball. Taylor gonna back set it to Peak, and she gets blocked once again. It's kept up somehow. Manners punches it right back over, but it's not gonna fall. Taylor going out wide, swinging, but blocked at the net again. Taylor going right back out. Cholette there for the dig. Williscroft back sets to LaBelle, hammers it, but McLean is there. Taylor swings it out far again. Down the line, diving is LaBelle to keep it up. Williscroft to Manners, and it's point Fanshawe. And it was a double hit by the Hawks. Wow, what a rally and what a effort to keep it alive again on the side of the Falcons.
Yeah, but for Humber, still great pressure, great momentum there. They were the one putting the pressure all on Fanshawe there, that rally, and unfortunately it came down to a foul there against Humber, but a lot of things going well here for the Hawks in the second set.
Quick one, Odell, and it's blocked, and nobody's able to get there. So Fanshawe, the pesky Falcons, they're not going away.
Yeah, the Dirty Birds refuse to go away.
Hit over off the hands of Connolly. So everything that can go right for the Falcons has so far in this one. The Hawks, it just seems the machine, it's just missing one click right now. Not a smooth run.
Yeah, another unforced error there for the Hawks.
Hit over, Cholette. Quick one. Manners hammers it off the net and down. Hannah Manners finds the kill.
And Lady Luck has not been on their side for a lot of this match, but they finally get a lucky break there with the shot off the net. Sometimes it's all you need.
Hannah Manners, again, the leading service ace player here on the Hawks, hits it over, and well, there it is again, another service ace for number 10. She has been having one heck of a season.
Yeah, I'm surprised Fanshawe will let that one go. These 50-50 balls are always a little bit tricky.
It's just that late dying action at the end of the serve that Manners has. McLean gets there. Taylor pulls it back to her side, but it's going to be Humber ball.
Yeah, they're going to call that a lift. Humber with a nice little run here, though, back up by 4.
Gets the sign from her head coach, and here's the serve from Manners. Hit over, McLean, the first ball peak, just puts it right back in the middle of the court. Free ball for the side of Humber. Manners to Willis-Croft, to Connolly. Hammers it home, Amy Connolly.
Yeah, there's that big hit there from the left side from Connolly. Just over that Fanshawe front line and finds that little bit of open space there in that backcourt.
Team leading 56th kill of the season. And what an addition from the OUA Amy Connolly has been. To the back line, just going too far. So Hawks up 10-6. They've given themselves a little bit of breathing room here.
Yeah, but these Fanshawe Falcons are not going away. Like we said, they're a pesky bunch, and
these dirty birds.
Yeah, the dirty birds, in top form here today.
Ari Peak at the line, serve over. LaBelle there to find it. Willis-Croft over back to LaBelle. Cross court hit, can't fall. They're swinging it to Sloan, who can't find an opening. Willis-Croft tips it right back, sets up Connolly.
Oh.
What a setup by Willis-Croft, and what a put down by Connolly.
Yeah, nice tip up there by the net by Willis-Croft, setting up her teammate, and a powerful strike there.
That looks like me and you, partner, the duo work right there.
There we go.
Setting each other up. Rachel Odell's at the line, and her serve just sails right into the net. So Falcons get the point right on back.
That's okay, but the momentum's still very much on the Humber side after a big last play there.
Hit over, there's LaBelle for the dig. Tipped again, they tried to do the same play, but Willis-Croft couldn't get enough underneath it. They're gonna set up Peak in the backcourt, Willis-Croft diving. Larson sets up LaBelle, cross court, finds it.
Great job, LaBelle there, just got up, put it cross court. Found that nice little bit of space there. No one on Fanshawe was home.
Amy Connolly to the line to serve here. And she herself, 6 service aces on the year. What an addition number 12 has been. Serve over, it's a good one. Taylor gonna go wide to McLean. Blocked in the arm, tried to keep it up there was Willis-Croft, but nobody could make it for that second hit. So
yeah, that ball just kind of got caught up in the front line there. Willis-Croft tried to keep it alive, but a little bit of a weak hit there. Couldn't do it. This one's still tight.
It's a good set, number 2. Willis-Croft gets there, trying to set up LaBelle, joust at the net. It's still kept alive.
Somehow.
Connolly just tips it over. Taylor just tips it down, diving is Cholette. In the back, Connolly hammers it home again.
Another great hit there for Connolly. Went off one of the hands of the Fanshawe players, going right to the seats. Humber extends really just a little bit.
Power.
We're gonna need some more here.
Power on power crime right there. LaBelle, the serve over, goes just too far. Try to hit that back line.
Yeah, giving Fanshawe a point back here, but down 4, Fanshawe can't afford to just go point for point here. They got to go on a run of their own if they want to go up 2.
Allie Taylor, the Regina, Saskatchewan native, at the line to serve. LaBelle, first ball good. Willis-Croft to Manners. It gets blocked and it falls in play. So you said go on a run. Well, the Falcons, they're closing it again. Just a 3-point deficit.
Yeah, they're going to need all the help they can get here. Things are really tightening up here in this second set. Head coach Tom Pello looking nervous there on that Fanshawe side. He knows what a win here would mean.
Cholette, good first ball to Willis-Croft. She's back setting it to Connolly again, but this time a little too hard past that sideline. So
yeah,
2 points now.
Yeah, went for power when maybe she should have gone for accuracy there. Missed that sideline by a few feet.
Hit over is a soft one, can't find it. Tried to catch Humber sleeping, but it was a little too soft. How about this step? Coming into this one, the Fanshawe Falcons 2-2 in their last 4 games at the North Campus.
Wow.
Shows how strong they've been playing here against the Humber Hawks. Larson, the serve over, diving. And the other side is Libero, can't find it. McLean going across, but going up to get it is Connolly. Swings it out wide. Manners dives it down. Hannah Manners gets herself another kill.
Yeah, good job there to just get some hand on that ball there, getting off that front line and bouncing it off them out of bounds. Great play. Neither team using a timeout here in this second set so far.
Larson, the laser beam into the net. Service error there, 15-12. Clean, serve over. Quick one in the middle to Odell, diving, make the play. Tip down is Manners. That's a heads-up play by number 10.
Yeah, she saw that there was no one home there at that front line to just put that ball right down there. It was a diving play to try and keep it alive for Fanshawe, but puts that under the net.
And Fanshawe will take their first timeout.
Yeah, I think they're starting to feel the pressure here. It's getting to late stages of this second set. You're down by 4. You need to put together a run in. Really, they just haven't been able to do that. Although they've been playing very well here throughout this match.
So I wanted to tell you, I have found the last time the Humber Hawks lost by double digits.
Okay.
It was February 9th, 2020 against Cambrian, where they lost 25-14 in set number 1. But the last time they had a deficit as large as the one we just witnessed, that was back against Fanshawe, November 15th, 2019. And we talked about that Fanshawe Falcons team a little bit before the broadcast. You were telling me, well, that was a team that showed dominance.
I think I might have been calling that game too. I remember Fanshawe coming in and kicking Humber's butts there for a couple of those games. It was not fun to call, but definitely some great Fanshawe teams for sure.
So what a run it's been. It just kind of shows you how close Humber plays their competition. You know, they haven't dropped a lot of sets over the span from that game in 2019 till now. It just shows how strong and how good they have been over the years, and it's very interesting to see. You know, how do they respond after this one? Going another 5-year run of not dropping a big set like that. So far, though, they've responded very positively here in set number 2, up 16-12.
Yeah, perhaps taking Fanshawe a little bit lightly, seeing that they've come in here with a 3-5 record, you know, but now, you know, it's time to dig your heels in.
First ball to Taylor's a good one. She sets it back to Peak. Hitting it over, Cholette gets a hand to it, but can't get all of it, so that's another point going the way of Fanshawe. The Dirty Birds are hanging in here, down by 3.
What makes a Falcon a Dirty Bird? I'm still not completely
I don't know
sure.
either. I'm not sure how the nickname came about. Hit down the line, Manners gets there first. Quick set to the middle for Odell. Diving is Taylor, but hammers it too far to the sideline. Nobody there to get it. Hawks up 17-13 now.
Yeah, some quick plays here by the Humber Hawks as Fanshawe looking like scrambled eggs there on their side, moving around, and they just can't corral that ball. Humber making things very tough on Fanshawe.
Can Fanshawe keep this ball alive? Gets brought back into the court. Lancaster hits it over. Free ball Hawks. Willis Croft going back to Connolly. Hammers it home. Amy Connolly, and what a difference she has been coming on here in set 2.
And a great response out of the timeout here from these Humber Hawks, extending their lead to 5.
Hannah Manners, hard serve, can't find the back line, so Falcons get the ball right on back, down 4. Peak can't find the sideline. So back-to-back service errors here in this one.
Trading points, one thing that Fanshawe cannot afford to do. Humber really approaching that home stretch right now, trying to close out this set, just 6 points away. And Fanshawe 5 points away from Humber, so they got to go 2 for 1 here, basically.
Taya Wilkins coming on in here. Her serve over. It's to the side, it's a good one. Taylor staying alive. Sloan finds that back corner. A little bit of confusion of who's coming on and off here on the side.
Now we got that all sorted.
Dana Sloan going to the line to serve here. She has 4 service aces on the year. hits it over. Manners there for first ball. Willis-Croft pushes it all the way across to LaBelle. Hammers it, and it double hit is called on the Hawks. So,
wow.
Interesting to say the least. Fanshawe, they're hanging in here. It's not out of reach quite yet. Humber up by 3 going into the later stages of the second half. Sloan, another serve over. Manners to Willis-Croft, to LaBelle, who goes cross, but diving to get it. LaBelle goes right back up, and another great dig. Taylor into the middle for Lancaster. Willis-Croft sets up Manners off the net, but the dig is there. Taylor back sets to Peak, and it sails over the back line.
Ooh. Just missed that back line by less than a foot, it looked like, from here. Wow.
Matter of mere inches right there in that rally. Oh, I think we have the bench. The bench press is happening on the bench right behind Connolly.
Oh boy.
Connolly the serve over, too strong. Might be credited because of the bench. I think my favorite part of that is Alex Schwaga, who isn't suited up to play today, ran off the bench over there just to be the barbell. She said, I'll do it, guys.
I'll take one for the team.
I'll take one for the team. Soaring over, so they trade the point back and forth here. It looks like Lauren Bannister will be coming on in here for Caitlin LaBelle to serve. Bannister the serve over, off the net, dives down, and she gets herself a service ace. So right there, it's a 1,000 IQ play by head coach Chris Wilkins.
Fanshawe's gonna use their second timeout with Humber just 3 points away from closing out the second set and drawing even.
Yeah, it's been a really good answer back from the Hawks, and gotta credit assistant coach Mandy Doris, because we saw it right here in front of us. She's talking to the team. She said, hey, wash your hands of it and put it behind you, move forward, and that's exactly what Humber have done. Up 22-17 in set number 2. They're playing strong volleyball right now, and it seems the piece that was missing in the first set, where it wasn't a fully running cog. Now it's smooth. And they oiled it up, and they ready to rock and roll it here in set number 2.
Yeah, absolutely, looking strong here. And both teams here, have really come out to play here in the second set, looking real strong. Humber has had the clear advantage here, just looking much more calm and much more prepared here in the second set, I might add. But Fanshawe, they will not go away, as we've seen.
Pesky Birds. Or the Dirty Birds, I guess we'd say.
Dirty Birds can be pesky too.
A lot of nicknames here for Fanshawe. I really want to know where the Dirty Bird nickname came from, because
I would love to know.
I need to know how that originated. I'm sure we'll eventually find out one day, one of these days.
Or not, who knows?
Or not. Serve over, it's a good one. Taylor is going to set it right back to Peak, but it's blocked. Larson comes through, and again, the player that is second in the OCAA, averaging .95 blocks a set, comes through with a massive one right there.
Using all 6'4" of that length to get that block. Huge play.
Hit over. Taylor just tries to tip it, and Cholette can't get there.
Yeah, Cholette and Manners, both of them may have had an opportunity for that one, but both of them just kind of letting it go. I think Manners thought that Cholette had it. She kind of let it go for her, but either way, point Fanshawe.
Allie Taylor, serve over. Bannister gets to the first ball. Setting up Manners, cross-court hit, dive in the back. It's kept up. Going to McLean, tries to tip it, but again, it's staying up. Worsfeld was right there. Hit by Peak, pushed up in the air. Bannister will just swing it back to the court. Cholette softly hits it over. Peak sets up Taylor, going wide to McLean, and it's blocked again!
Who else? Amanda Larson right there for the Humber Hawks, right in the middle of that big block. And she'll go right to the service line here. A chance to close things out and draw it even for Humber.
Amanda Larson, how about her play? She has been sensational when it comes to defense. The dig on the side of Fanshawe, good. Peak is going to hammer it down the line. Diving is Connolly to get to it. Willis-Croft sets up Manners, who tries to go cross the net, but was on the wrong side of the net. Her side, not the opposite.
Yeah, a little too soft on that one. Might have gone off the wrong part of her hand there, too. Trying to get it over. Just not enough push on that one.
Amanda Larson, coming into this one, had 19 blocks. electric on defense. The tip can't find a hole was Williscroft. They're going to send it a far side to Sloan. I don't know how that ball got kept up or how strong Amy Connolly really is, but she swung and that ball went to the rafters.
Didn't even look like that powerful of a hit, just kind of like bumped it to try and get up, and then it just...
I think she surprised herself.
Yeah.
She's still laughing about it on the court.
Fanshawe still within 4.
Manners to Williscroft. Quick one, Odell tips it down, diving is Taylor. Sloan, soft hit over. Williscroft back sets to Connolly and into the net. Not done yet. The Dirty Birds staying alive. 24-21 score.
Oh boy, don't change the channel now. Fanshawe really making things interesting here down the stretch this second set.
And they have their best player all around at the line to serve. Williscroft gets there. Free ball Fanshawe. Taylor, quick one to Worsfeld, and they find it again. Falcons staying alive. Timeout called Humber. How about this one? Humber looked like they were gonna capture set number 2, but the never say never. Fanshawe Falcons are holding on strong.
Yeah, it's gonna set up an interesting finish here down the stretch. I mean, for Humber, you just cannot let Fanshawe get any more points here. Just put the end to it. Get that point, get to your spots, and just hopefully put it away. But once again, credit to Fanshawe here for just not going away, not making things easy for the Humber Hawks. They played a great match here so far.
It's been incredible back and forth volleyball action, and we've seen the Hawks already play some high-level competition this year, but partner, I think this might be the best kind of challenge we've seen teams give the Humber Hawks so far this year. Playing extremely strong, and very interested to see how this one finishes off, because these two teams, they're just battling. Humber, again, they've only dropped 1 set, and that was to Cambria. Other than that, it's been dominant all year long. Fanshawe, they're trying to, put this one to bed. Staying alive here. It's a good shot at the Fanshawe Falcons bench. A lot of team playing right there. High fives all around. And again, their best server, best all-around player, McLean, comes to the line. LaBelle, good ball to Williscroft. He flings it to Manners, and that is a bullet to put set 2 to bed. 1-1 set count. Hannah Manners just unleashed one. Almost took off the heads of 3 of the staff members sitting courtside.
Got to watch out. Maybe got to wear a helmet if you're playing on or working on that sideline there. What a powerful hit there by Hannah Manners.
My radar gun says that one clocked in at 195. Most accurate radar gun in all of OCAA.
Definitely doesn't need to be recalibrated.
Does
no
not need
chance.
to be recalibrated whatsoever. I'm sure Hannah Manners would agree with me that that one came in at 195 because she just swung.
It came in hot, I can tell you that much, sir. But that might have been the set of the year that we've seen so far from these Humber Hawks. Entertainment value at an all-time high. Fanshawe, Humber, both not wanting to let that one go. Fantastic one here so far.
It'll be interesting to see how Fanshawe answers back after that set loss. Same way that Humber answered back after theirs, but both teams very calm, enjoying the music being played. Man's Not Hot.
All-time classic.
All-time classic.
Babe, take off your jacket. Say Man's Not Hot. It's going to be interesting to see in this third set how things kind of unfold, because obviously it was all Fanshawe that first set. Set number 2, that could have gone either way. 25-22 the score of that one. Humber was really in charge from the beginning, but Fanshawe just refused to go away. Didn't really see any major runs from Fanshawe in that one, but set number 3 is going to be more of the same, or can Humber finally get one and pull away here? It's going to be a very, very interesting third set.
Very interested and intrigued to see how this one continues. The play that's impressed me the most really through the first 2 sets is Fanshawe's never say never or never die mentality, where you know, it doesn't matter where the ball is, a tip, you know, a block, they are diving. They are diving all over the court to make sure to get that ball up, keep it alive, and just send it over the net to try to get the point. And it worked out for them extremely well in that first set. It worked out for them as well in the second set. Humber are able, though, to have early runs in the set to build up a lead and capture it. But the Falcons didn't make it easy.
No, absolutely not. And I mean, you know, some unforced errors on either end there. I feel like that was really the story of set number 1, where Humber really let those slide, really get those, we saw the snowball rolling downhill with that, right? Set number 2 is a lot more even, so if Humber can minimize those unforced errors, a lot more of those brain farts, if you will, I think they can look really strong here into that third set, but once again, Fanshawe might have a thing or 2 or 5 to say about that.
So I believe Humber are gonna rock with the same starting 6. And it looks like they are. So Fanshawe, no changes on their side either. It's an old classic, rock 'em, sock 'em robots. We send our best 6, you send your best 6, and we'll go punch for punch.
Like Mike Tyson said, everyone's got a plan until you get punched in the face.
Exactly. Allie Taylor has been exponentially good so far in this game. Manners hammers it, diving to keep it up. Back set to Sloan, it gets blocked. Worsfold goes to Taylor, who sets up Peak. She hits over the block. It's there for LaBelle, joust at the net. Humber hit the net. Worsfold was able to get there first.
Yeah, the Humber player looked a little ahead of the play there, going up for that joust just a little bit ahead of it. Otherwise, could have been a Humber point, but Fanshawe striking early.
First ball set up to Williscroft. They set up Connolly. She hammers down the line. Akehurst there to put it up. Worsfold pushed to the corner, diving is LaBelle to get there. Connolly, cross court, pushed right back over, but too much power.
Yeah, Fanshawe unable to corral that one. Look there at Reese Cholette here, playing libero for the Humber Hawks.
Amy Connolly's only been on for 2 sets, and she leads the team with 6 kills. Williscroft, the serve over, bullet right to McLean. Quick set to the middle for Worsfold, and it's out of play, so Humber get the lead back, 2-1.
Yeah, that unforced error going out right about the same spot as that last one.
My favorite part about the serving, look at the bench here, partner. They all in sync. They all jump when Williscroft serves, and that serve, unfortunately, into the net there.
Things draw even here once again for Fanshawe. And why do I get the feeling this one's going to be another dogfight?
I don't think it would go any other way, and why would it? Fanshawe and Humber, they've given us some fantastic games over the years. Like I mentioned, 2-2 in the last 4 meetings here at the Hawks Nest. Cholette sets up Connolly, hammers it. Akehurst there for the dig. Taylor sets up Peak, who tips it over. Diving as Cholette gets the dig. Manners is just going to tip it to the back line. Akehurst goes to Taylor, who back sets it to Peak. Off the hands, Cholette keeps it up. Williscroft keeps it alive. Manners puts it over. Akehurst over to Taylor. Quick one to Worsfold. Kept up right there by Odell. Going across. Hammered by Connolly, and she puts it to bed.
That one partially deflected off that Fanshawe back front line, but it doesn't matter. They could not corral that one. And that will send Hannah Manners over to serve.
When in doubt, there's a long rally. Just give it to your top kill leader.
Ooh.
And Amy Connolly, and Manners' serve swinging too far there.
That one sailed out, did not get that late dip like we're used to seeing.
She heard that she swung a kill at 185 or 195. I can't remember what I said, but I think it was 195.
I think you said 195.
And she said, well, let's try doing it on a serve. And not right there. 192, not exactly 195. Rachel Odell goes to the line to serve here. Again, reigning Rookie of the Year, playing in her first game here at the Hawks Nest. Last year, 33 service aces. Taylor back setting it to Peak, who hits it down the line, and it's going to be Humber ball. Mary Peak just swung and smacked the net. Wanted the call of the foot being over the line, but did not get it. Odell with another serve here. They're holding the big O on the sideline right there, and that one swings too far down the sideline.
Teams trading points here early on.
Airy peak. Serve over and tipped off the hands of LaBelle. It was going out, and LaBelle was caught up in diving for it to make sure if it was still in, and letting it go, and it hits off her hands before it falls out of bounds.
Chris Wilkins not happy about that one.
Sometimes the judgment call plays like that are just the hardest. Manners, first ball to Willis-Croft, who just sets it back for Connolly.
Oh, yeah. Powerful hit there from the right side.
I think my favorite part about Amy Connolly kills is the little flex after. Every single time, just flex into her teeth. The spark of life that number 12 has brought to this game has been massive, and she's at the service line. To the back line, Sloan gets there first. Taylor goes right back to Sloan, off the hands, and miscommunication. LaBelle and Larson.
Yeah, LaBelle showing a little bit of hesitancy there before going to that one. Kind of stopped up right before. She definitely had to play on that one, though.
Going to Sloan, the serve over. Manners gets there first. Willis-Croft goes to Larson. Tipped, it's still up. Dumped over, Cholette to Willis-Croft. She tips it, and nobody's able to get there this time. But look who's diving again. Akers and Taylor have been laying the body the entire match.
Yeah, great job there by Willis-Croft just to find that naked spot there right in the middle. Saw a few Fanshawe players all diving for that one, but just too little, too late. Great presence of mind.
Zakari serves over good. Akers first ball to Taylor. Taylor swings wide to McLean. Off the hands, and it's a serve, it's a kill for number 1, Grace McLean.
Another back and forth set here. I'm feeling this one's gonna go the distance.
Jillian Lancaster, who was a spark plug in the first set, at the line there. Taylor back sets it to Sloan, who hits it over, and off of nobody's hands, out of play. Humber regained the lead, but again, we're seeing this punch for punch mentality where they just keep going back and forth with these points. No team able to pull away here in this one.
Can either team here string together a run? We'll see.
Larson down the line, Akers there. Odell and Manners both swinging for it. Tipped over. How about Jamie Worsfold? Just splits the block and tips it over.
Yeah, found that middle spot there, right in that backcourt there. No one in Humber was home. Just like that, another tie game.
What else do you expect here? It's just been back and forth the entire game. Taylor at the line, her serve over. Zakari first ball to Willis-Croft, who's letting Manners swing. And when you let Hannah Manners swing like that, you're gonna get the kill every time.
Yeah, absolutely. She has shown off her power in droves here today. Already 6 kills on the board.
Number 10 and 12 for the Hawks have been dominant.
What else is new?
Yeah, combining for 14 kills in the game.
Just another day at the office.
Taylor goes wide to Peak. Cholette keeps it up, but nobody there for the second hit.
And you look over at that Fanshawe side, no real dominance, but they're spreading the love there. A lot of 4s, 3s in terms of kills. So they're getting it done using everyone on there, all hands on deck kind of mentality. You gotta love it.
Willis-Croft puts it up. Connolly hammers it across. Akers there. Taylor tries a quick tip it for Worsfold, but they can't find it, gets blocked at the net. I believe that was Rachel Odell getting a hand on it.
Yeah, number sends Hannah Manners back to the service line. She let one go for a service error her last time up, but chance to turn things around here.
First ball to Taylor's a good one. She's back setting it to Peak, goes down the line, and that is a rare occasion where we see Reese Cholette just get overpowered. Cholette, one of the premier liberos in the league, leading the team with 69 digs coming into this one. That one there just caught her at a miscue. Didn't know if she should bump it or just...
Yeah, and that was a rocket off the hand to Peak there, and really Cholette was just a little bit too little too late there.
There it is, a good first ball. Zakari hammers, it's bouncing around, but they can't find it, and Peak feeling herself right now.
Yeah, looking strong here early on. Already 4 kills on the board.
Worsfold, a long tenured player here at Fanshawe, back at the line.
Fanshawe's first lead of the set.
Bumped over, gonna be Jost at the net. Cholette puts it up for Willis Croft, who goes for Connolly. Oh my lord, Amy Connolly finds the seam again.
And number 12 in white has been on fire here for the Humber Hawks. 9 kills already. She's has the most by both teams here by far.
Hit over. And the first
Oh
ball,
my.
Taylor. That's a rare, really rare miscue we've seen from Akers, where the first ball hasn't been clean to Allie Taylor.
That one went real soft off her hands. A little too soft trying to get to her teammate, just wasn't there.
And Rachel Odell, I believe that'll go down as a service ace.
Should.
Taylor backs it to Peak, hits it over the hands and off the hand, slowed it down a bit. Manners was caught off guard, but how about Ari Peak?
She is having a game here today. That's kill number 5 for her today, but either side here, not conceding, not giving up any ground here. It's been back and forth. No side here has really been able to get on the run here so far in this third set. A lot of just trading points, which is crazy to see. You don't often see that.
Cholette, first ball to Willis Croft is good. She's back setting it to Connolly off the hands, and another swing, another kill. Amy Connolly has hit double digits now, 10 kills on the game.
You win a point, I win a point. And Humber right back on top.
I hope everybody at home has gotten their breakfast, lunch, and they're watching this one because it has been a masterclass between these two teams.
The way it's going, you might need to prepare for some dinner here too. It looks like we're gonna be in for a long one.
Connolly finds the service ace, and all around great game. If this one goes the Hawks' way, I think we know who the player of the game is gonna be here, partner.
Could it be the player with already 10 kills and a service ace?
And a couple services? Yeah, man, maybe. Another swung serve, but too far.
Yeah, one missed by about a foot. Just a little long.
And you see the zoom in right there on number 12. Dana Sloan at the line. She has been very consistent really all game long. Willis Croft back sets it to Larson, kept up by Sloan. Taylor sets up Peak in the back line, diving but can't get a hand to it.
How about Ari Peak? Another kill here. Wow, number 6 leads her team. Tied for number 2 on the match with Hannah Manners. And she's the player that's kind of rising up here. Could be the kind of the piece here for Fanshawe that pulls them up.
Willis Croft sends it wide to Zakari, goes down the line. Peak is able to keep it up. Taylor puts it back. Sloan gets in, and a great dig by Cholette. Tipped. It's put up once more. Cholette just gonna tip it over, and that is a high IQ play by Reese Cholette.
Yeah, you can see on the Fanshawe side, everyone was kind of getting ready for that setup and that big kill attempt, but they were not ready there for that quick turnaround. Little trick play over there. Great job.
That goes down as a kill, and I think that's her second kill of the year, but what a job done by the libero on the side of the Hawks. Swings it wide, McLean hits off the pole, and it's gonna be Humber's point. Oh man, Reese Cholette after that point let out maybe one of the biggest screams saying, let's go. She was amped after that one.
How can you not be? A huge IQ play there by your libero, who you don't often see getting kills. Wow.
Zakari, that's a bullet, but it's kept up. Lancaster tries to hit it, still alive. The back line, Sloan, and her foot was over the back line, so point going towards the Hawks and the Humber. They've given themselves some open real estate to work with. 3-point lead.
Yeah, not the time to take an attack lane violation there. Finally, Humber starting to gain some momentum. Could be the point here where they run away with this set.
Zakari, McLean gets the first ball. Taylor tips it over. Manners tried to just punch it right back over, but couldn't. It hits off the net, so Fanshawe get the point on back, and they're still staying tight in this one.
Yeah, just mistimes that ball there. Just put it right into the tape of the net. Keep Fanshawe within a couple points. This one not over by any stretch.
Lancaster at the line. Cholette, first ball to Willis Croft, who swings wide to Manners. It's a bullet that gets put over the net by Taylor. Quick one in the middle. Larson gets blocked. How about Worsfold and McLean at the net blocking the 6'1" Amanda Larson, or excuse me, 6'4" Amanda Larson.
Yeah, that was a great job there. You're thinking when that off the hand of Hannah Manners, that's gone for a point for the kill there right away. Fanshawe says, no way. And they turn that into a point.
They go wide, it gets blocked again. Can anybody get there? And no, Zakari tried. We are all tied up, 17 apiece. Humber went on a 3-point run to get some real estate, and they haven't been able to. Falcons battle on back.
Yeah, Fanshawe closes that gap right back up. We're straw to even.
Willis-Croft sets it to Connolly and into the net. The Falcons have taken the lead.
Is Chris Wilkins going to take a timeout here? It doesn't appear so. He's going to let his players figure it out on the court.
Lancaster, what a run she's had at the line. Zakari, first ball to Willis-Croft is a good one. Sets up Connolly, hits it to the back, Sloan's there. Taylor goes wide to McLean, blocked through. Amanda Larson, another block. I mean, what else can I say about it? She is consistent as ever when it comes to blocking at the net.
Yeah, the big woman getting it done there in the middle. And she's gonna go right to the service line here. Chance to put Humber back up.
Akehurst gets it to Taylor, who sets up Peak, just hammers it to the back corner and missing the corner. So the Humber Hawks go up 19-18.
Humber, it's going to be so important for them to win this set and the next one. You do not want to go to that 5th set where it's going to be the race to 15. Close it out early if you can.
Sloan tips down, but it's put back up. Sets over Manners, just hits it to the back corner. Can they find it? Oh, it just misses the corner. Tied up 19-19.
Almost had a couple Fanshawe players tied up there trying to judge whether or not they should go for that one, but they make the right choice and let it go.
Allie Taylor. Serve over. Zakari, first ball to Willis-Croft. Quick one, Odell. Akehurst gets there. Taylor swings it over to McLean. It gets blocked, so they're going to set up another play. Back sets it to Peak. And does Peak find it? Yes, she does.
We're going to say that was... Did they say that's going to... I think they're just going to say that landed in, yeah.
Yeah, they're saying it landed in.
Wow, that... Wow. Looked like that might have gone out for a Mar angle, but obviously they got the best view, right? Fanshawe up.
Serve over. Zakari gets hands to it. Cholette sets up Manners. Manners goes swinging and it hits into the net. 21-19 lead for the Falcons, and Wilkins is gonna call a timeout. The never say die Fanshawe Falcons are striking across here. We looked over their season of how they were so far. Like I mentioned, they started the season off with a 3-1 win against Conestoga. They proceeded to lose the next 5, but they bounced back and they've won their last 2. They're trying to get to close back to 500. They're 3-5 on the year, trying to get to 4-5, and what a statement it would be to beat the undefeated team in the Humber Hawks, who, looking at the standings, I was gonna say they're the only undefeated team, but Seneca over in the East are also 10-0.
And St. Clair on the west side as well.
Oh yeah, I didn't
undefeated.
even notice that. St. Clair, another team that's 10-0, or 8-0. So this could have real implications on the standings, the outcome of this one. Humber, they don't want to fall.
No, absolutely not. And to think they've only come into this one dropping that lone set. Now you dropped a set here early, and you're on the verge of dropping your second here. Would be the first time they've dropped 2 sets in a match. That's absolutely huge for Fanshawe if they could do that.
So we're going to stop the cha-cha slide and get right back to the volleyball action. Never thought I'd say those words, but here we are. Allie Taylor, the serve over. Cholette, first ball to Willis-Croft, goes wide to Manners, tips it over. Nobody's there to defend it. You could see Grace McLean.
Yeah, showed some frustration.
She was saying, why was nobody there?
Yeah, she's still showing some frustration there, knowing that that was a little bit of an unforced error there. Definitely could have been a playable ball for Fanshawe, but Humber back with the serve, back with a little bit of momentum.
McLean, the first ball to Taylor. They go right back to Grace. To the back line. Cholette setting up Connolly and hammers it into the net, and the unforced errors coming through here for Humber. Falcons are 3 points away from going up 2-1. on the Humber Hawks.
Wow. And Humber's got to really scrap and fight if it gets to that point, but this one not over yet. Humber, can they dig in their heels?
The best all-around player for Fanshawe back at the line. Her serve soars over. Cholette, quick one. Odell, and it's kept alive. Akers will send it over for a free ball. Williscroft goes to Manners, who hammers it home. Anna Manners, another kill.
Yeah, put that right there between McLean and Akers there. On that far side from us, unable to get that ball. So powerful. Hannah Manners.
Connolly and Manners combining for 18 kills. The serve over, service ace. How about Hannah Manners coming up in the clutch? We're all tied up 22 apiece.
Scrapping and clawing to come back and tie this one up and now force Fanshawe to take their first time out of the set.
When in doubt, go to Hannah Manners. Again, coming into today, she had 24 service aces, and she's showing why she's been one of the most dominant players in the OCAA this year.
8 kills on the day already for her to add to her 45. That is 53 on the season, but her and Amy Connolly now 64 kills on the season, both of them having tremendous efforts here this afternoon. And it didn't take long there. I think it's just a little bit of a breather here for these Fanshawe Falcons rather than a full timeout. They're ready to go here. They know what they got to do. Humber are taking their time here, milking up every second of that timeout for what it's worth.
And you can hear this, you see this Humber Hawks team. We know how they have that never say die mentality. 22-22, this one, it's a regular season game, and it's against a team that's 3-5, but Fanshawe, they're not playing like a team that's 3-5 right now. This feels like a playoff game of two top teams. Manners hits it over. McLean gets there. Taylor, quick one to Worsfold. And they go up. Jamie Worsfold gets the kill. The timeout works for Fanshawe.
Yeah, to your point before, we've been so used to seeing Humber just kind of rolling over to these other teams that come into the Hawks nest, but Fanshawe, a different breed of bird, if you will.
The dirty bird.
Yes, exactly.
Worsfold, her serve sails, so we're all tied up back 23-23. I have a feeling this one is going to go into extra points with the way that it's been going, unless the team goes on a 2-point run right here.
We'll see. Humber's got serve, definitely able to do it. It's going to be Lauren Bannister into the game to take the serve.
Bannister, she came on late in set number 2 and helped put it to bed. The serve over here, Akers. McLean gets there for the second one. It's going to be a free ball for Humber. Manners to Williscroft, to Connolly, finds the hole. Amy Connolly gets her 11th kill of the game.
Yeah, great job there, but that one kind of all started. Akers did not get great hand on that ball there, kind of put her team in a bit of a compromising position, giving Humber the free ball, and they take advantage, and now it's set point.
And a very expected timeout here as Hawks are on set point. Again, this is a massive swing set for both teams. Who's going to be the one to go up 2-1? Will it be Hawks or will it be the Falcons? The battle of the birds. It's been a good one here, to say the least. And this is only game 1 between these two teams. We still have the men's teams to go, and we already know the history and the storied rivalry between those two teams.
Yeah, of course we do. But then this one, like, incredible match here so far. Incredible set that we're seeing here so far. And this could be a huge one for either of these sides here if they pull out victory from the jaws of defeat. And that's what great teams are made of. Of course, after this, we're guaranteed at least one more set. And if the loser of this set wins the next set, we do go to that 5th and final set, where it's going to be the 1st to 15. And if you're Humber, you do not want to leak to that 5th set. For if nothing else, you have less wiggle room there, less room for error.
So again, the Hawks need one more point to close out set number 3. Fanshawe, if they get the point here, we go into extra points. The winner has to win by 2. Tipped off the net, McLean gets there. Goes to Peak, over the wall. Setting up the tip, and there is Sloan, and nobody's gonna be able to get there. The Hawks come away with set number 3 off of a tip from Lexi Zakari. Humber win 25-23, but this one far from over. Fanshawe have kept these last 2 sets extremely close. And it's going to be interesting to see how this one finishes. Humber up 2-1.
Yeah, and Fanshawe has been extremely consistent here through these first 3 sets. 25, 22, and 23 points. Humber's come up big these last 2, but that first set, they really did not come up well. Only scored 12 points. They have rebounded, but of course Fanshawe has not made things easy on them. This next set's going to be very, very interesting to see if Fanshawe can come back, force that 5th set, or if Humber can just finally put things away. I bet it's going to be another scrappy one, though, either way.
Yeah, it's going to be scrappy, let's say the least. Look at the score line here. Again, that's Humber's worst deficit loss they've had in a set since 2019 against the Fanshawe Falcons, where they lost 25-13.
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. I mean, you know, like these last few seasons, everything's been coming up Humber, but to hear a stat like that, to kind of put it in perspective, is absolutely insane. And to the same school as well, like, where are the chances?
Yeah, and it kind of just shows the dominance that Humber has had, and really the run that head coach Chris Wilkins has had, not only just in the last couple of years, but over his entire career. This has been a program that has been one of the best, not only in the OCAA, but in the CCAA.
Yeah.
When you look at just college sports in Canada and college women's volleyball, Chris Wilkins, he is at the top for one of the most dominant coaches of all time. And he shows it year in and year out with the teams he's able to put on the court. And again, for the credit to Fanshawe, a team that's had a very rough season last year, to turn it around, the aspect that they have. And if this is the type of play that they're going to have for the rest of the season, this is a team that's going to be a threat come playoff time.
Yeah, absolutely. A team that definitely is showing that they're better than their record. Although they have won their last 2, so maybe they're starting to gain a little bit of momentum, starting to find their form here a little bit as the season rolls on, and definitely bouncing back after a few early season disappointments. But they could be a huge factor, and definitely interesting competition here come playoff time. But right now, we're in the middle of a regular season game that just feels like a playoff game.
Yeah, Mandy Doris, the assistant coach right there, just rallying the troops, getting everybody fired up. And you can see after the first set, she was the one that actually said to the team, you know, wipe your hands of it, throw it behind you, and forget about it. That's the biggest thing I think the Humber Hawks have going for them right now. Is they wiped their hands of set number 1, and they've regained in the last 2. Yes, Fanshawe threatened, but Humber, they're just showing they've been able to, you know, put their foot down and keep their mark on this game.
Just a few seconds left before we are officially on for set number 4, where we see some of the men's players filtering in here for the gym. That's going to be match number 2. It will be once again me and Zach on the call for that one. Looking forward to that one. Battle the 2 of the top teams in OCAA volleyball. That was very sneaky.
Very sneaky. I don't know. Nobody saw it, but we're not going to say what happened. But our photographer, Diego over there, he's being a little sneaky man. One of the best in the biz, though. One of the best in the biz.
The best in the OCAA.
No man works harder than Diego.
Absolutely. Even myself.
even me. So it's going to be first serve for Humber. They're going to send Kennedy Williscroft to the line to start things off. And prepare yourself for a long set number 4 between these 2 juggernauts. That first serve doesn't go the way of the Hawks, and
that's just the way this game's been going.
Fanshawe, they have the lead.
This volleyball match, not for the faint of heart.
I'm going to lose my voice by the end of this one. It's been a tremendous game. The hit over. Cholette gets there for the first ball. Williscroft, quick tip to Odell. Can't find it. Peak hits it off the net. It's still kept alive. Free ball Fanshawe. Peak to Taylor. Back to Peak. Off some hands. Williscroft gets there for the first ball. Cholette sets up Manners, who's swinging. Manners gets it with a dig, gets saved. Williscroft goes right back to Hannah Manners. No block. And the dig can't save it that time. Too much power off the arm of Hannah Manners.
And she is starting to find her game here. We've seen some some errors here early on from her, but really coming up strong here, getting better and better as this game rolls along. Already in double digits now for kills. That's number 10.
Manners, Akehurst can't handle it. Too hot to handle there is Manners.
The best server for Humber getting it done once again at the service line. Came into this match with 24 service aces.
Might as well call her Hannah Service Ace Manners. The way that she's been rolling here so far this season. All right, that's my fault. That one's on me. Nonetheless, she's still having a tremendous season at the service line. 2-2, but again, like you mentioned, this is how this game has gone. It's just these two teams punching back and forth.
Absolutely.
McLean, serve over. Going right back to Zakari. Hits it across, almost kept alive by Grace, but hammers it too fast and out of play. Rachel Odell, again in her first game at the Hawks Nets. It's been a pretty good one for number 15. 1 dig, 3 kills. And a pretty effective server as well. That one almost drops down for the service ace, but McLean gets there. Blocked at the net again by Larson. Swinging his peak. Manners back there for the dig. Going wide to Zakari, who hammers it. Lexi Zakari gets the kill.
Big swing there for the point. Humber finds himself back up by 2. And Zakari definitely doing her part here down the stretch. 3 and 3 on the day, 3 digs, 3 kills.
Odell at the line still. Serve trickling down, can't find that sideline. So tied up again, 3-4 is the score. Jamie Worsfold, again, one of the vets on this team here. Been here in her 3rd year. Hammers that serve too long.
Yeah, a little too much mustard on that one, handing Humber right back to that point. Hawks find themselves up by 2. Connolly, the native of Sudbury, now serving.
Shout out to Sudbury. The serve over. First ball by Sloan, gets to Taylor. They're gonna go right back to Sloan, hits over the wall. Manners diving to keep it up. Diving on the other side is Zakari. And unfortunately, Connolly can't get enough mustard on it to get it over. But how about the back line for Humber right there? Laying the body, not caring. They know they're gonna go home with a couple bruises here.
Yeah, exactly. Once again, that playoff type atmosphere just showing itself once again.
The serve over, good one. Manners puts it to Williscroft, who hits it over to Zakari. The tip, and nobody's there, and it's been working. Why not show the tip right there?
Yeah, just found that soft spot on the court where no one was home for the Fanshawe Falcons and taking advantage.
You see the bench of Humber. They're ready to pull back the bow and arrow. Zakari, the serve over. Good first ball to Taylor. She backsets it to Lancaster. And how about Lauren Lancaster, who gets fired up right there.
Yeah, Zakari made a swing for that one, trying to save it, but just catching the line and finding its way in.
Excuse me, that was Jillian Lancaster, who's, again, having a really good game. She was the spark plug in set number 1. And she's trying to spark her team here. Fanshawe just down by 1. They have Sloan at the line to serve. Good dig by Cholette. Quick one to Larson, can't find the drop. Sloan just hits it over, free ball for the Hawks. Another quick one to Larson, tips it over and can't find it. There was Akehurst and Sloan.
Larson, great job communicating there on that one. Each time told Williscroft, I want that one, I want that one. And eventually gets her kill there off her own rebound, basically.
That's a strong play in the 6'4" frame showing off right there. And curls it too much to the side. So Falcons, they're not going away. 7-6 score. It just goes back and forth to start this. Jillian Lancaster, the serve over. Zakari's there for the first ball. They swing it out wide to Manners, who hammers it. It gets blocked and stays in. Another point goes the way of the Falcons. We're all tied up at 7.
Yeah, big block there. They're not giving Manners anything easy here. She's definitely racked up the kills, but I imagine her swing percentage not the highest here today.
That one by Lancaster into the net. So Humber, they recapture the lead. Kennedy Williscroft goes to the line. Everybody in sync on the bench for the Hawks. The serve over, it's at the net, joust at the net, bounces on the side of the Fanshawe way. They tip it over in a high IQ play by Allie Taylor.
Yeah, great heads up play there by Taylor, just throwing that one over. No hesitation there right away. Found no one home in that spot there for Humber, great job.
She saw that Cholette was cheating on the tip a little bit and just played it perfectly to the back corner. The Regina, Saskatchewan native just playing some great volleyball Connolly tries to go down the net, but can't find it. So a couple of woes coming here for the Hawks as they're down by 1. Again, Humber up by 1 set. Fanshawe trying to push this to a 5th and final. Taylor the serve over, Cholette there for the first ball. Williscroft backs it to Manners. Off some hands, Williscroft there for the tip. Connolly is swinging off the hands there, and Amy Connolly finds another kill. 22 combined kills between Connolly and Manners, and that is a ridiculous combination.
Yeah, just finding a spot there in the front court, looking just a little bit naked there.
McLean gets there for the first ball. Worsfold sets it to Peak, who gets blocked. Flex on him, Amy Connolly.
Connolly and Odell right there to get that block for Humber. And what do you know, who's at the service line? None other than Hannah Manners.
And a service ace Manners right there with that serve. Couldn't find the ace. Blocked at the net. Connolly just tips it to the back and trying to set up a play. Akehurst goes to McLean, who soft hits it. Zakari sets up the play for Williscroft, who goes quick to Odell. Rachel Odell finds the hole.
Yeah, great job there. There was a trio of bodies there for Fanshawe, but none of them could corral that down. They kind of tip it down, but no use, couldn't get it over. Humber with a little bit of breathing room here, not by much though.
Manners, a bullet to the other side. Taylor sets up Peak, who hammers it. Cholette with the dig. Williscroft sets up Manners in the backcourt. Hannah Manners, her 11th kill of the game, is a powerhouse that clocks in at 185.
And like we said last set, she has just been rolling, really finding some momentum here as this game gets further and further down. And a chance here at the line.
To the back line, McLean, the first ball. Worsfold sets up Peak, who soft hits it. Cholette to Williscroft, to Connolly, gets blocked, and Kennedy Williscroft can't dive to save it.
That great block there, just finding its way inbounds.
Grace McLean. Serve over, serve too far.
We saw a little bit of this last set too. Humber was starting to gain some momentum, got a few points in a row, up by 3, up by 4. Fanshawe came right back. It's going to be interesting to see how this one goes if Fanshawe can claw their way back in like they did last time.
I think it's safe to say you can never count the Falcons out. Taylor goes wide to Sloan, hits down the line, but out of play. Humber got another point. They're up by 4 now.
Timeout Fanshawe. And both these birds of prey here looking for blood. This game gets down into the trenches, really.
Would you expect anything else? These two teams are just fighting back and forth. It's been a good one so far.
Yeah, it's been just crazy how this game has unfolded, where Fanshawe really ran away with things, outscoring Humber 2-1 that first set, but great response here by Humber. Set 2, set 3, into set 4 now. But Fanshawe, they have just not gone away. They've been the same team here throughout this one. Just been a matter of Humber finding their game, and took them a little bit to do so, but looks like they're finally rolling here as this game gets deeper and deeper.
If my lip reading is as good as I think it is, I'm pretty sure head coach Chris Wilkins just said, make them earn the points. And I think that's the key right here is, you know, the first set, a lot of just unforced mental errors on the side of Humber. The second set, they cleaned it up a little bit, but they had a couple. Third set, cleaned it up even more. Now this set, you gotta keep reiterating the message. Make them earn it. Don't just give them free points.
And I think that's the best thing you could say to a team at this time of the game.
Odell, the serve over, coming out of the timeout, it's a good one. Taylor goes quick to a Worsfold. It's kept alive somehow. Manners is just gonna hit it over. Free play here for the Fanshawe Falcons. Back set to Lancaster, and can't get to it there is Kennedy Williscroft. So Jillian Lancaster gets the kill.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised Larson didn't go over to the left side there to make that block attempt. I don't know what she would have seen there that prevented her from doing so.
Worsfold, Manners first ball to Willis Croft. Larson tips it around, and it's kept up and hammered back over by Zakari. Taylor settles it down, goes wide to Sloan, which gets blocked again. Worsfold keeps it alive, tries to go to Sloan again, it gets blocked!
Big block there, finding that open space. There's a Humber front line we're used to seeing. Taya Wilkins now getting ready to come into this game as Avery Bodnar.
I don't know if the camera picked it up. Connolly got subbed off, but saw that our photographer Diego was positioned perfectly, and now she's getting subbed off. She stopped, smiled, posed, and then walked off towards the bench.
I like it.
Ari Peak coming back on here. Taya Wilkins coming on here, and she'll try to get a service ace of her own. Hit over to the back corner, and oh, just sailed past that back line. It was a good serve. On a line, just couldn't find it. Peak to Cholette. Wilkins sets up Zakari off the hands. Peak keeps it up. Larson puts it back. Manners tries to go over to Bodnar. Tipped down. That could have went out of play and been a free point for the Falcons, but staying alive. Manners hammers it over. McLean keeps it up. Taylor swings it wide to Sloan. Into the open back court is Dana Sloan. So Fanshawe, they could have had possibly the easy point earlier in that rally. They settled to kind of keep the play alive, and they still end up with the point. This one far from over.
Tough play there. That one put it right at the feet of Hannah Manners. Didn't really have a play there, as that was a rocket, that shot.
Peak serve into the net, so Humber maintained this 3-point lead as Lexi Zakari goes to the line to serve.
I mean, it's not the way you want to do it, but Humber can't afford to trade points here. Fanshawe with still one timeout left in their pocket.
Zakari, the serve over is a good one, but Taylor is able to set up a play. They set up Lancaster, but it sails too far, so Humber is able to grow the lead even more, up by 4 now.
I mean, it's still a little bit left to go here, but Humber certainly feel that the momentum is building. This match is definitely in reach.
Back sets it to Peak off the hands. Cholette keeps it alive. Wilkins swings it far to Manners. Hannah Manners, what a kill.
That one took a couple big pinball bounces off the hand of Akehurst and one of the other Fanshawe players there, but Humber now on a roll, up by 5. And if they keep going like this, I wonder if Fanshawe's even going to use that other timeout.
To the back corner, it's kept alive. Taylor tips it over. Diving is Zakari in the backcourt. Larson just puts it over the net. Taylor, the back set to McLean, it gets blocked! Amanda Larson again!
Another huge block by number 18 in white. And they're up by 6 with 6 points away from victory. That's in pretty good position. This is the best we've seen Humber all match.
By far. Zakari, the serve over, it's a bullet to Sloan, who gets it to Taylor, right back to Sloan, finds a hole, couldn't get there, diving with Cholette.
But like we said before, Fanshawe not going away easily.
And I coined former Humber Hawk Jaskar and Kalsi as the Great Wall of Humber. Amanda Larson might be taking that mantle as the Great Wall of Humber. Cholette goes to Wilkins, pushes it far to Manners, off of the hands and out of play. Another bullet clocking in at 192.
Number 13 on the day for number 10. And she has been just so tremendous here this afternoon.
20-14, this is the dominance we've been waiting to see from the Humber Hawks. Larson the serve, Akehurst goes to Taylor, McLean the serve and the kill. Tried to get one down there into the corner, and Taya Wilkins got her hands to it, but not strong enough. That ball just hit off the head of our cameraman.
Humber still in some great position here, up 5 away from the victory.
Wilkins swings it right back to Manners. Oh my God. Hannah Manners just clocked another one. 14th kill of the game, 6 digs, multiple service aces. Oh man, what a game it's been for Hannah Manners. Now, thought for a second it would have been Amy Connolly as player of the game. Manners is making a mantle that she might deserve player of the game.
14 kills, wow, and Fanshawe does use that second timeout. Just 4 points away from defeat here at the Hawks Nest. But they have definitely come out and had a great match here today.
2 players combining for 26 kills. That is just absolutely insane to think about, read as a statistic, but Amy Connolly and Hannah Manners, can you just give them a shared player of the game at this point? I mean,
co-players in the game.
They have both put up numbers. Manners, 6 digs, 14 kills. Connolly, 4 digs, 12 kills. It's absurd what 2 players could do for you, and they've really been the turning point for this Humber Hawks team. But I think the coaching was really the turning point. Really, after that first set, you can kind of see Humber in a state we haven't really seen them in for the last couple of years. Looked a little bit defeated. Assistant coach Mandy Doris just said, wipe your hands of it. Throw it behind you. That set's done. Move on. And that's exactly what they did. They moved on. They're playing sensational volleyball right now, up by their biggest margin, 21-15.
Yeah, as an athlete, you really got to have a short memory. When something bad happens, you got to just throw it out the window. Not pretend like it didn't happen, just kind of build off it and be like, hey, if this happened, let's do better next time. You
accept that it happened, and then you just go out and play your game the way you can play it. Because, again, we know how good this Humber Hawks team is, how deep of talent they are.
Sure.
And they're displaying the talent right now. Kennedy Willis-Croft at the line to serve. It's over. Sloan gets the first ball. Taylor comes across, sets up McLean. Hammers it across. Cholette dives to keep it up. Zakari in the backcourt. Goes to Manners, hammers it across court. Hannah Manners finds it. Wasn't a clean setup, but Hannah Manners puts it down. 15th kill of the game.
Hannah Manners making something from nothing off that play. Kill number 15 on the match.
Willis-Croft. The serve, it's a short one, diving Akehurst to get to it. Taylor sets up Peak in the backcourt. Zakari with the dig in the backcourt. Tipped over by Odell, can't fall. Worsfold sets over to Sloan. Zakari gets it to Willis-Croft, who's diving. Lexi Zakari will just dump it over, free ball Fanshawe. Taylor goes across to McLean. Diving, can they keep it up? They can. Hit down, it's still up. Cholette going across to Connolly. Off the hands, Amy Connolly gets a kill.
Humber said never say die on that rally, and they turned that, what looked like a sure defeat for that point, into a point of their own. And now they're just 2 points away. Really running away with things here in the 4th set. Just a great job here by the team in white.
Lexi Zakari, Reese Cholette, and Kennedy Willis-Croft in the backcourt, laying the body. That one goes over. Taylor goes to McLean. The tip, it can't fall. Match point, Hawks 24-15. That last rally might have just solidified the game for the Humber Hawks. Kennedy Willis-Croft at the line. Match point serve. It's hit over. Sloan gets it to Taylor. Peak hits it over. Cholette keeps it up. Back sets to Connolly. It's still up. Taylor quick into the middle. Worsfold keeps it up. Is Cholette. Zakari just dumps it over again. Free play for the side of Fanshawe. Back set to Worsfold. It's still up. Willis-Croft over to Manners. Hannah Manners puts the game to bed. The Hawks win it 3-1.
Humber, great job there to complete the comeback. And they took what was a slow start there, and they rebounded like even though they dropped that early first set there, this might be the best effort we've seen from them all year. A Fanshawe team that never went away. This Hawks team really showed what they're made out of here today. Hannah Manners, of course, and Amy Connolly really leading the way here, but just a great effort by Humber. They should be very proud.
And all I was going to say was the backcourt presence from the Hawks in those last 5 points. Give credit to Zakari, to Willis-Croft, and to Cholette. They just laid the body on the line every single play and really willed Humber into that victory there. If you're the side of the Fanshawe Falcons, do not hang your head about that loss. You played some terrific volleyball against a team who is now 9-0 on the season and looks to be a favorite in the OCAA. That's going to wrap it up for game number 1. we need to go get some water, some popcorn, whatever it is, whatever you have to do at home, go and do it, refresh yourself, because we have another fantastic game coming up. The men's teams will be taken off in about 30 to 45 minutes, so go get refreshed and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.